Okay, good morning. So welcome to another walkthrough. Having this time titled LTE Fallen Wall from Cyberdefenders.or. So first you have to do this in order to set up your instance. And here is the challenge details. So it's really much more about LTE signaling attacks. So this is the scenario. So I'll skip the I'll skip the integrity of this challenge. Just read it on your own and then we'll begin. Okay, so for the first question, we have, let's go to the question, this one. Which diameter interface did the EPC nodes use? So here's the answer, and in order to get that, we will be needing the hints. So here's the hint. Let's show the hint there. So it says here, this interface is used in roaming communication in LTE involved packet core, and it is the interface between HSS and MME. So we have to use Google here. Let's Google the EPC node diameter interface. And the very first result is this. So click on it and we'll actually see the answer. So if you'll notice, if you're a keen observer, it says in the hint that it is the interface between HSS and MME. So here, this is that interface, and as you can see, this is the answer, S6A. So how do we actually find that? Using Elastic. So let's filter for application ID. Okay. And then you can see there are two result fields. So let's use the one with the application ID. And then let's search for any value. Press enter or press update. Okay, we have 47, and if we'll expand this, you could actually see there this one, application ID. There's the S6A. There's your answer. Okay, for our next question, we have here, we're looking for diameter command that the attacker used to discover and establish connection with EPC nodes. So this is actually the answer, and this is really a tough one, so we would need the help of hints again. So let's open the hints, and we can see here the hint is command code 257. So let's use that in our search. Let's refresh. We have 25 hits, and we can actually see here the answer already, which is this one. Okay, so that's a number 2. Then for the number 3, we have what was the host name of the rejected connection. So for number 3, we'll again use the hints. So this is our hint. We have to check the capabilities exchange answer in our query. So that is one. We have 36 hits, and it says here we have to search the origin dash host. So we will be searching this attribute value pair in the fields. Origin dash host. Oh, what did I do? Oh, it's reloading. Let's try that again. Origin dash host. So as you can see here, there are 5 possible answers, but we're just looking for, yeah, one of them is actually the answer, and you would really try each one of this, and the answer is really this one, mme.malicious.org. Okay, okay, for number 4, we're looking for the error returned to the attacker. So this is the answer. So to do that, we'll reuse the previous query, and remember, this is the rejected host is the, oh, this one. So we'll have to add this to our query by clicking add, refresh. Then search the surrounding events by clicking the view surrounding documents, and expand the resulting events. We'll actually search for error. So in your browser, do a control F, search for the error. Oh, we have to expand the other events as well. Error. There. The diameter error message returned for the rejected host is the diameter unknown peer. That's the answer. And we'll go over to the number 5. Question is, what was the host name of the accepted connection? So this is the answer, and to get this, we will need the hint. Okay, so we'll have to use this again in our query. Let's go back. It's already filtered. This, and we need to add this in our filter, host IP. So let's search for the host IP. And actually the one that we need to add in our filter. We'll have 8 hits. Okay, look for the host. And on the resulting event, let's search for the host. Host. Okay, what's that? There. We actually have 3 possible answers, and the first one is actually the answer. mme.operatorx.org. One.
Okay, for number 6, the question is, what is the value of the attribute value pair used during traffic interception? So we need the hints again. Says here, yeah, ADT stands for this, and going to look for this value, particularly the service selection data. So let's query that. Okay, okay, we have 37 hits. Then search for the service selection. Oh, service. Okay, click on it to see the aggregated results, and one of them is the answer, which is actually this one, lte.tim.it. Okay, next question. What was the spoof host name? So for this, we need the hints again. And it says here, look for this host IP address. Okay, so we'll use that in our query. And then search for the host, origin host. And this is actually the answer. mmex operatorx.org. So if we'll filter this out, we can see, yeah, there goes your host name. Okay, so let's move on for numbers. Next number. Which node of the Cyberdefenders network communicated with the malicious peer? So for this question, let us again filter the request involved. So remember our previous query, this one, capabilities, exchange requests. Then we search for the host and look for the hosts that are for any host belonging to the Cyber Defenders network. And we actually have two candidates, and the answer really is this one, mme.cyberdefenders.org. Okay, for number 9, we are looking for the name of the node that accepted the attacker's connection attempts. So this is the answer. So we'll need a hint to find that. So from the hint, okay, we will use again this query for our query. And look at the third hint. It says here, look for this one that is responsible for capabilities exchange requests with origin host of the operator X and the host IP of 6.6.6.135. So we will use again. So we'll use the answer this time. Answer, and then we'll search again the host. Remember the spoof host is this one, mme.operatorx.org. So we'll add that to our query as well. And we have 4 hits. And on the very first event, let's view the surrounding documents or events and expand expand the first resulting event. From there, s- search the involved host. And as you can see, we have this. That's the answer. Okay, for number 10, we are looking for the diameter command used to retrieve Alice's location. So this is the answer, and we'll need the hint again. Okay, it says here the command code is specifically 319. So to look for it, let's use the previous query we have. Capabilities, exchange requests. And in the field, let's search for the CMD code. So there, check the aggregated results. Okay, let's remove the additional filter that we did earlier. Here we have the 319 command code. Oh, this is the answer. Insert subscriber data request. There you go. So next, what is the IMSI of Alice? So for this, okay, let's add the previous answer to our query and search for the username. So we'll add this one to our query, then search for username. User dash name. Check, and this is the IMSI of Alice. Okay, okay, number 12. Which ABP is responsible for querying the location? So this needs a little or a lot of Googling to find the answer. So based from the hint, yeah, we need to understand ABP more. And we have to look specifically for this. So what I did here is actually Google this one. And excuse me. Actually, on the clue before this was answered, you can see here there's an ID parameter shown in the hint of the answer format. But I already answered it, so in case you haven't yet. So we'll use that additional clue in our search. And then I came across this website, actually in the second page. Uh, yeah, as I have done this, came across the etsi.org. ETSI, this one, oh yeah, the ETSI, and you can actually see the results there. So this one, then do a search for the insert subscriber data request. Okay, I think ETSI, ETSI, okay, I think, okay, let's try that again, etsi.org. If I'm not mistaken, no, this is the same. Oh, 129.272, 129.272. Now we search for ID. Okay, so as you notice here, it's actually related to IDR. So now we will now search for IDR instead. And as noticed, I came across this one, IDR flags. And if we'll search for IDR flags, we'll come across this one. Okay, where is it? There's a table for that. Yeah, there's the table for the IDR flag. And that's actually the clue. Before have answered this, you can see there ID dash something. So that's how I found this. So it takes a lot of searching. Okay, so question 13 is actually related to the previous question to IDR flag. So we are asked here which flag was set in the tracking diameter command used to retrieve Alice's location. So since we have already researched the IDR flags, we have here actually a clue, starts with C, three-letter word, and the end is request. So we simply need to look on the IDR flag table, and this is actually the answer. Current location requests. Okay, so there you go. And on the next question, which attribute valuer indicates the attacker spoofed the origin host name? So for this one, ABP, we have to search the ABP host IP address. It's actually question 7. So if you will recall, we are able to find the spoof host name by querying 6.6.6.5, and we have searched for the host. Remember, this is that one, the answer, the spoof host name. And here, we're actually able to find it. This one actually belongs to the host IP address. So that's the answer for this. Okay, question 15. We are to provide the host name of the malicious peer. So this is the answer. So we need the hint once more. Okay. So we will use again this one for our query. Then we have to find the one with the origin realm of Cyberdefenders.org and the host IP address we have. So remember the 6.6, the address. So to do that, search for this. And based from the hint, origin realm, add the one from cyberdefenders.org. Now we're down to 26 hits. And then add the IP of the spoof hostname. So this is the 6.6 IP address. And we're down to one hit. Then let's check the aggregated host value. And this is the answer, mma2.cyberdefenders.org. Okay, we'll go back here. There you go. The next question, which ABP did the attacker use to intercept Alice's data traffic? Okay, so 16 is actually, this is the one related to question 6. So if you'll recall in question 6, we're able to find this using Oh yeah, service selection. So I'll just recall what we did in question 6. Yeah, so just find the ABP containing this. So if you'll recall, we're able, oh, let's remove the filters. We're actually able to find that using the service selection. Oh, okay, let's clear that first. And if we'll use this ABP pair, we actually find that. And this is actually the ABP we're looking for. So if we'll go back, that's the answer. Okay, down to the last two questions. So last two, we'll just need to Google this because we are looking for diameter commands. So for this one, diameter command attacker used to intercept Alice 2FA. So based from the hint, we're looking for a command code used to update a new location. So what I did here is I Googled diameter command code update new location and actually found this one. So this is actually the answer. And if we will look on the answer format clue, it's actually starting with U, three-letter word, and ends with request. And that's the one I tried, and I did found the answer using that method. And then for the last question, we'll just use the same. So the next question is, which diameter command can the attacker use to intercept the radio air interface traffic? So again, we'll Google that. So diameter command code retrieve authentication information. Destination is HSS. And since we have found the answer on the previous question in this domain, so the answer might also be on this website for the last question. So let's search that, and if you will check the clue, the answer format starts with letter A, three-letter word ends with request, and we actually hit the answer here. Authentication information answer. Formation requests. Okay, that's it. So hope you learned some techniques and tips how to answer CTF involving Elastic, how to navigate, and hope you had some fun and experience. So see you. See you.